has what he wanted, and Lazio have a big chance now to grab the lead.
Well, Kessié is going to say this isn't a penalty, but it's clumsy. Luis Alberto does brilliantly. He just gets his body in front of Kessié, which means any challenge that Kessié makes is going to be from behind. There's a little bit of contact between the two legs. I think the referee's got it spot on.
Well, they could have told him to look at it again if they thought it was a howler, and they didn't. I think he had a great view of it, and that was his call. It's going to be Ciro Immobile against Gigio Donnarumma. Big moment this at the Olimpico early on in this Serie A season. It's Immobile! Superb penalty! Sends the Olimpico wild. Lazio in front against the new money of Milan.
I think you'd have to say after the initial opening 10 minutes of the game, they've deserved it. They've been the better side. They've looked the more dangerous. Here's a look at the penalty again. Just a tangle of legs, wasn't he? He just tries to make the tackle from behind Kessié, but Immobile's penalty was emphatic, wasn't it? Just hit it with the laces, went for power. It was past Donnarumma really before he could react. Really good penalty from Ciro Immobile.
Winner against Israel for Italy. Goal now for Lazio. If you include friendlies and club and country, that's
better than player for player.
It'd be brave to switch it at half-time. Here's Parolo. Now Bashta.
Getting overloaded, Milan in wide areas. The fullbacks are getting dragged out. Means the midfield players have become really deep to defend.
Parolo once more. Lulic switched over to the right, and he's picked the pass perfectly! Ciro Immobile's day at the Stadio Olimpico. The form striker in Europe strikes again, and it's Lazio by 2-0.
And it's been coming, hasn't it? They've been getting in wide areas. Lulic, for some reason, finds himself on the right-hand side of the pitch, in the right wing area, and produces a cross of immense quality with his swinger of a right foot. But once again, where is Calabria, the right back? He's got sucked right over the pitch. Bonucci finds himself with Immobile just pulled off the back of him. It's a brilliant finish though from Immobile. He's got a lot of time to think about what he's going to do. He has to size up the weight of the pass, sets himself on the volley in the second half of that first half, and really opened Milan up on a few occasions.
Look at that from Lulic, leaves Calabria on his backside. Oh, clever turn inside! Ciro, the hero who burst Milan's bubble. A hat-trick for Immobile. Lazio nearly out of sight.
Well, not the sort of start that Montella and Milan would have wanted, but you have to question the defending in the wide area of Calabria. Gets sat on his back. Some really good skill, and it's a really well-worked goal from a Lazio point of view. Here's Lulic. Calabria just falls on his back. Parolo finds a little bit of space. Brilliantly clever pass from Parolo. Little reverse pass into it. Immobile, but how has Immobile got that much space in the 18-yard box to have a touch, set his sights and just pass it into the back of the net? You have to wonder about the defending of Milan today. You really do. Doesn't seem to be any communication.
Desperate effort, wasn't it, as well?
No communication between Musacchio and Bonucci. They both got attracted to the same ball. Left Immobile with the freedom of the penalty area. Guy.
Here he goes again. Immobile against Musacchio. This time he picks the pass for Luis Alberto. Lazio on fire in the rain. And Milan are being torn apart. Lotito can't believe it. And Serie A's big investors are up against it now. It is a day when reality bites for Vincenzo Montella and Milan.
It's absolutely ridiculous defending from Milan. How they leave themselves that exposed to the counter-attack. Masaccio could not keep pace with Immobile. He just fires the ball with his left foot across the box. No one tracks the run of Luis Alberto. Has a lot to do. Donnarumma standing up, but he passes it into the back of the net. 4-0. Absolute delight in the crowd.
If he's been a passenger, Montolivo's in a similar category, so too Calabria. Pulled straight into the wall by Çalhanoğlu, breaks kindly. Montolivo.
He looks offside, doesn't he, Montolivo? He has to be standing offside, surely.
It's given for the time being.
An interesting one to look at, wasn't it?
Well, let's see if they recommend that he looks at it, and let's see what the result will be.
Right, he's onside.
He's on, played on by Bastos.
Yeah, Bastos. Actually good defending from Bastos. He's actually going in for the initial rebound, which you ask every centre-back to do, you know, go and protect your goalkeeper in case he drops it. But he's ended up, unfortunately, playing Montolivo onside, and it was a calm finish because he could quite easily have thought that he'd been